Chapter 38. Goddess Bagalamukhi. We met an ascetic on our way. He addressed us by our names and asked us to give the padukas to him and take the Kalanagamani, the gem of the cobra, from him. We agreed. He began to tell about himself and his experiences. I am a devotee of Bagalamukhi, one amongst the 10 great cosmic powers. One can attain power of speech by worshipping her. Once in Satya Yuga, a fierce storm broke out, which could have destroyed the entire universe. Answering to the prayers of Lord Vishnu, Srividya emerged in the form of Bagalamukhi at midnight on Tuesday, the 14th lunar day, and put an end to the cyclone. She is also known as Vaishnavi Devi, Badaba Mukhi, Jataveda Mukhi, Ulka Mukhi, and Bruhadbha Mukhi. She represents the slaying power of Lord Shiva, and she is the striking force, the paralyzing power and stupefying Shakti that destroys the evil, negative and dark powers. Lord Vishnu and Parashurama were the foremost devotees of this mother. He continued, once I went to Kukuteshwara temple in Pithikapuram. I saw an extremely adorable 3-year-old boy standing outside the temple. He complained that until recently he remained in captivity in the temple. He came out as the priests were not taking proper care of him. I could comprehend immediately that he was none other than Swayambhu Datta, and as the fanatic Brahmins did not allow the people of other castes to enter into the temple, he came out to personally attend the needs of his devotees. He gave me darshan in the form of Bagalamukhi, my cherished deity. With my egoistic I consciousness being dispelled at the glimpse of her enchanting form, I remained in an ecstatic state for 8 consecutive days. Meantime, the people started talking variously about me. The priests propagandized that I was a necromancer who tried to seize the cosmic energy from the idol Swayambhu Datta. But due to their rigorous and reverential religious rituals, I became immobilized. The priests proclaimed that by the performance of special individual rituals, no misfortune would befall them and they would be blessed with utmost well-being. As the people did not know what had happened to me, they believed the priests, and a mad rush for carrying out these special services began. The priests earned loads of money, but strangely, all the money they earned would vanish by morning. Abiding to their own propaganda, they had to continue performing the rituals. However, they could gain nothing from the situation as the money kept disappearing. They could not disclose the matter, for it would be humiliating and they would lose the importance they were newly acquiring. While on one side the rituals continued, on the other side everyone was still wondering about me. They were not sure if I was dead or alive and if I should be cremated or not. They were afraid that if I, a necromancer, were to be cremated, I might wake up becoming more powerful. With these fears in mind, they approached Bapanarya. He examined me and told them that I was in a state of samadhi. On the 8th day, when I regained my consciousness, people were wary of me. So they made me stay in the settlement of the shepherds. Lakshmi, a young widow in the settlement, used to sell milk to the Venkatappaya Sreshti family. During my stay in the shepherds' colony, a scholar who discourses on the Puranas came to Pithikapuram. Bapanarya invited him to his home. The scholar would drink the milk offered by Lakshmi before commencing his discourses. The scholar, with his power of cognition, had identified the other forms of his soul and had already merged them into him in order to attain liberation in this birth itself. He cognized that his last form is held in the newly born son of Zamindar. He decided to merge it too into him. When he saw Lakshmi, he realized that the infant would be the husband of Lakshmi in her next birth. Sripada, having perceived his thoughts, condemned him, saying that he should not go against the divine law, as the infant was destined to marry Lakshmi in her next birth. If he merges the consciousness, Chaitanya, of the infant into his own, Lakshmi would remain a spinster in her next birth, which contradicts the will of the Parabrahman. The scholar realized his mistake and withdrew. Sripada blessed him to lead a happy life with Lakshmi in her next birth. Thus, Sripada, the universal Lord, averted the untimely death of the Zamindar's son and the interlinked fate of his devotee Lakshmi.
Sripada Rajam Sharanam Prapajye.
End of chapter 38.